Hello my friends, and welcome back to the rabbit hole. Today's video is a bonus video for you all. I don't usually do a video on the Ulta Black Friday sale, but as some of you know, oh, it looks good this year. What on earth? You all remember last year, right? I feel like I was actually really disappointed by Ulta's Black Friday last year. They didn't have many 50% off deals. It was a lot of 20% off. Come on, do better, you're Ulta. Well, I guess they listened and did. We have a lot to cover in today's video. It's gonna be in the format of a game walkthrough, kind of. Does that resonate with my viewers? I don't know. We're gonna go through the website and just kind of have chats today about, a chat about everything in the Ulta Black Friday sale, at least so far. Now, I do have some notes. I know some people hate intros, so you can skip ahead, but they're kind of important notes. So, just so you all know, the sale itself actually starts at 8 p.m. Central Time today, the day I'm posting this video. But there will be more deals coming next week. I'll have timestamps in the description box below based on when the sales start. I wanted to tell you all that this is going to be more of a raw, honest type of video. It's not going to be a video where I talk you into everything. In fact, I may talk you out of a lot of these items. Listen, I'm a Diamond member at Ulta. I've been Diamond since that tier started. I've spent a lot of money at Ulta, I've bought a lot, and listen, I haven't loved everything. But that is just opinions. As always, I welcome your opinions. You don't have to agree with me. If you have completely differing thoughts on products, feel free to leave comments in the comment section below. I think it just is more helpful to anybody else reading the comment section. But in particular, I want to take note of when I think there are better deals on products. You know, we do have the Love Your Skin event coming up in January. If you aren't aware of this, that is Ulta's 50% off skincare sale. So I wouldn't be surprised if some of the skincare actually is a better deal in, you know, basically a month from now. And I'll chat about when products have been 50% off in the 21 Days of Beauty. I also want to reiterate cashback. It's the end of 2022. I know a lot of people have figured out how amazing cashback services are, but some people are still skeptical. Cashback and affiliate links are the same thing. For every product that ever exists on the market, there is a budget built into that price point that includes marketing costs, advertising costs, and affiliate links and affiliate marketing has really become a huge part of this. It's really actually made it so that companies no longer need to spend a ton on, you know, things like television commercials. When have you seen Sephora and Ulta brands advertised in TV commercials? Probably never, because who watches TV anymore? But that's my point. You don't have this need for that budget anymore, so it's turned over into affiliate marketing, and Rakuten had the brilliant idea of what if we gave people back some of that money? So always get your cash back, and I have to say, Rakuten didn't used to be my favorite of the cashback services. I kind of preferred Top Cashback, Be Frugal, but Rakuten has been doing really well lately. Have you noticed every time there's a big sale, Rakuten also makes the cashback amount go up? It's been surprising to me. But yeah, definitely get your cash back, get your bonus. Sign up through, if not my link, somebody else's link. You get, I think it's 30 or 40 bonus. Speaking of that, if you like and want to help support the channel, I will have affiliate links in the description box below. Again, it doesn't cost you anything. It's built into the budget, but it does help support this channel immensely. So thank you to anybody who uses those. All right, friends, let's go ahead and get into it. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen with you. So we're on the all week long Black Friday deals page that I do have linked again in the description box below. So our first product is the It's a 10 Miracle Leave-Ins will be 50% off. So it looks like there's a couple of these available here. I know that some people absolutely, ooh, there's 14. Some people absolutely swear by this line. I found it to be okay. It's not my personal favorite, but yeah, I know that it is very much loved by some. Morphe, 50% off 35 pan palettes. Honestly, not that big of a fan of the Morphe brand. I think you can skip it. There are better quality eyeshadow palettes on the market, in my personal opinion. Beauty Finds by Ulta, 50% off samplers. So I will say this is the right price to pay for these. These are regularly $30 sets. They will be $15 in the sale. That one's a little bit more expensive. But the $15 price does also include a $15 off voucher, so it's the right price. Because what these are is they're just the little vials, the tiny little samples that you get. I was reading through these reviews because, you know, at this point in the year, they're always kind of bad reviews on these sets, and somebody said they were really embarrassed to give this as a holiday gift because they didn't realize it was just the little sample vials. Yeah, I do tend to agree. Let me take a look at this one and see if it's maybe larger sizes. 6-piece sample set. They come in cute minis of the originals. Yeah, so this one might actually be the little, what do they call them? The dabbers of fragrance. That's for guys, though. Guys' fragrance. There's also a skincare set in here. This will be $7.50. That's pretty good. It is drugstore skincare options, but, you know, I've been wanting to try that Tony Moly retinol product in there. Is that that's a rock retinol? Yeah, it's a cute set. The Ulta Beauty Collection 50% off beauty box edition, I would say to skip that. I would say skip that. Usually it's lower quality. It's kind of made for people who don't know anything about makeup but know that somebody in their life loves makeup to run into Ulta and say, what can I get for the makeup enthusiast? And then the makeup enthusiast goes, oh, thank you, and never uses it. $15 select shampoo and conditioners, Biolage, Redken, Joico, and more. This isn't quite 50% off on these, but, you know, I think this is really where to grab these if you know you have a favorite. Personally, I did a lot of shampoo shopping in the 10x points for shampoo and conditioner event. Ooh, I got some good deals. Did you all get good deals in that? We do have 50% off hair treatments here from IGK, Bumble & Bumble, Dry Bar, and more. I think out of all those brands, I feel like I do the best with Bumble & Bumble. There's actually some living proof in here. No Frizz Nourishing Styling Cream. That's a pretty good one. I don't have the right hair type for that. I have to force these kind of curls into my hair, but Ara likes that one. She has a naturally wavy hair type. I like Dry Bar sometimes. Some of their products are good. Hask is a pretty good affordable brand also. I've heard this cake brand smells really good. That's what I've heard. I don't know if if it performs well, but I know it smells good, or at least that's what I've heard. Gifting Inspo starts here. These are some of the highlights that I kind of knew were going to be coming. So we'll just start with 40% off moisturizers. Again, keep in mind, some of these will be 50% off in January. So It Cosmetics, that's a brand that pretty much always appears in the 21 Days of Beauty or Love Your Skin event. Might be a good time to buy La Roche-Posay. I never really see that brand go more than 40% off. It does go 40% off, usually on Platinum Perks kind of days. What else do we have in here? The Beekman, the Peach and Lily, I've seen both of those go 50% off. I actually don't like either of those. I have no idea why, but my skin reacts sometimes to the Bloom Cream. I think that moisturizer doesn't like retinoids because it's always after I use retinoids that I experience just redness from that. And the matcha pudding didn't work for me either because I'm allergic to one of the ingredients, but you know, that's just allergies. Again, like I said, it's opinions and allergies also. Strivectin, Peter Thomas Roth, those are both kind of expensive brands. I feel like you can get, you know, better products for less. This Tula one, that's actually a pretty good moisturizer. It's definitely more on the heavy side. Revlon Original One-Step Volumizers, $29.99. How much are those regularly? Oh, that is a good deal. Are those any good? I'm not much of a Hot Tools person. The First Aid Beauty deal is back. This is a really good deal. 12 ounces. This is the scent. This is the pink grapefruit version, which I think smells good. For me, that does make it a little more of a body cream than a face cream, but probably for some people, they are able to use it as both. We have the buy two, get two sheet mask deal, which usually happens at this time of year. I don't really buy sheet masks anymore. If you follow this channel, you've seen me talk about this probably a lot. I've just defaulted to making my own. I do kind of like the eye patches and the forehead patches. I do like those though. We have Batiste, buy one, get one free. So with dry shampoos, if you are like me and you use a lot of dry shampoo, I will tell you that I've made the decision to move on to non-aerosol dry shampoos. Given all the kerfuffle that's happened, I'm not going to scare you into it, but I just use so much dry shampoo. so much. And it turns out that going non-aerosol is actually saving me so much money. It takes me so much longer to go through a non-aerosol bottle. So that's my thoughts there. I mean, you know, Batiste is an inexpensive brand. I really liked that about them, and I think they have great dry shampoo. But it's more cost effective for me to buy the Briogeo brand's non-aerosol dry shampoo just because of how much longer it lasts. Not Your Mother's entire brand, buy one get one free. I know some people really love that brand. They do have some pretty good smells to their products. I'm not that much of a hair expert, so I kind of leave all of these thoughts to you all. If you have any thoughts on hair products, oh, please share them, please. Shea Moisture, same thing. Buy one, get one 40% off. That's not that great of a deal. Buy one, get one 40% off is the same as 20% if you are buying products that cost the same amount of money. Not my favorite deal to see. Jack Black, $20, the Balm Squad. I've heard a lot of people say they actually really like that. What's retail? Oh, it's only $25. So that's also only 20% off, but it is a value set, $34. So maybe. Infinity Pro by Conair. What's the retail on this? $49.99. And then we have these fragrance sets here. These are not actually a special. This is the retail price. I guess Ulta is just trying to say, hey, you can buy these. They're cute little gift sets. $30. See, you see what I mean? It's not a discount. But now we're moving into the under $15 set, and there are some real winners here. Select shampoo and conditioner for $15. Let's see what these retail for. Biolage. I actually really did like Biolage. Joico is amazing for damaged hair. I feel like Olaplex as a system does a little more for my hair, but Joico is deeply conditioning. Yeah, I do like Joico. Kiss and Dashing Diva, now $5. I can't believe I've gotten into nails. It took me so long in my life to get into this, but I actually might grab some of these. I might. It's very fun to just throw some fake nails on. It's easy too. Oh, if I can do it, absolutely anybody can do it. So yeah, I might be tempted, especially by the fun holiday ones. Oh my gosh, look how cute. Oh God, I might have to grab those, y'all. That is so cute. And Kisses, it works. It works. You just gotta make sure you clean your nails thoroughly before you apply them. Okay, so the brush deal is back. Was it $12 last year or was it $10? Because I feel like I remember it being $10. I am so over inflation, y'all. I'm so over it. With these brushes, you're gonna wanna choose a brush that works with the way that you apply products. I actually really like this one right here, the Airbrush OMG Foundation Brush 106. It is kind of like an old school paddle brush, but if you added in just a little bit of a buffing factor to it, I think if you have dry skin, you'll really like that because the buffing motion can kind of make our skin flake, whereas the gliding motion is a lot more dry skin friendly. I do have some of the other options here. I think I have the 77, the 102, but I don't use them because that buffing motion doesn't work as well on my dry skin. I also absolutely don't think you need anything like this, these Brush Bath solid brush cleansers. I just use face soap. Facial cleansers that ended up being too harsh for my face are absolutely wonderful for cleaning brushes. Yeah, I don't think you need to buy anything specifically for cleaning brushes. $10 shampoo and conditioner. Gosh, there are a lot of shampoo and conditioner options in this sale. I like Matrix. I do like Matrix. Oh, Nature Lab. Although Nature Lab has also been in the 21 Days of Beauty. Those are really good, and they also sell refills, which is so great to see. Ulta Beauty candles, I feel like I've heard such mixed opinions on these. Some people seem to absolutely love them, and other people have said, nah, they're not that great. Leave comments. I've still never tried them. Skip stuff like this, the Ulta Beauty Collection Lip Glossary. It's probably going to be poorer quality than the Ulta brand is capable of. Again, I don't know why they do this, but in their limited edition sets, it's just not the same quality. Monday Hair Care and Hask. Oh my goodness, I did not like Monday Hair Care at all. It was so disappointing to me. It just left my hair somehow more dirty. Maybe not more dirty, but it just felt like it didn't clean my hair at all. Hask is fine though. I like the Hask brand. We are in the 50% off section. Oh gosh, so much hair. Sexy Hair, 50% off. I overall think Sexy Hair is a pretty good brand, but I don't like their Their powder, they have this kind of volumizing powder that I just hate how gunky it felt in my hair. Otherwise, I like their, you know, what do you call it? Heat protectant mists. I like their hairsprays. Overall, they're a pretty good brand. 50% off the NYX holiday sets. These are probably fine. Unlike what I was saying with the Ulta quality, NYX is usually pretty good at keeping the same quality. Too Faced 50% off. I know some people are so excited about this. I haven't bought Too Faced in actually years at this point. Pumpkin spice. Let's look at this palette. God, it looks like a Too Faced palette, doesn't it? I mean, it's probably nice, and I bet you anything it smells intensely of pumpkin spice. I feel like Too Faced packages their products in a way that you would think, oh, it's gonna be really bright and super colorful and fun, and then it's neutral, which is fine. A lot of people love neutrals. There's nothing wrong with loving neutrals, but it's just a brand that doesn't experiment as much with color as you might expect them to. You know what I'm saying? Skip this. Their limited edition sets are not as good. These are probably fine. And then what else do we have? Gel eyeliner, other eyeliners. Moving on to ColourPop. I don't really like supporting ColourPop since the Harry Potter thing, but I will say their palettes are fine. There's actually better palettes in a more affordable range coming soon in this sale. Hot Tools, 50% off gold curling irons. I was on, I think it might have been Our Hair, one of those subreddits, and somebody said that Hot Tools is actually the best brand that the professionals rely on. They're good and not expensive, and there's just no reason to spend more. That's what they said. I have no idea. Kiehl's Creamy Eye Treatment with Avocado. I still like this one. Out of all the Kiehl's products that I tried many years ago, this is the only one that really stuck as a favorite for me. It is $55. Well, actually, for almost a full ounce. That'll be $27.50 for a full ounce of eye cream when most Western eye creams are a half ounce. Yeah, that's pretty good. I might have to think about if I want to restock that or not. Otherwise, I think the Hamish eye cream is a pretty good dupe. Eco Tools, look at this, it's 50% off. This is one of these deals that didn't happen last year. I like Eco Tools. I think that their brush sets are cute. They're maybe not the absolute best out there, but they are cute. They get the job done, I'll say it like that. First Aid Beauty Holiday Ultra Repair Cream, 2 ounces. That has less appeal for me now because I've discovered that the First Aid Beauty Direct website has really good deals and free samples. But, you know, I do like Ultra Repair Cream. Bedhead, 50% off hairspray. That's actually a pretty good brand for hairspray. But I don't like it because it's a little bit too much hold. Probably better for more textured hair. Ulta Beauty Collection, again, I'm telling you, I'll probably skip this one. It's probably going to look really cute. That looks cute. But it's just not the same quality as their in-house brand typically is. Real Techniques, 50% off. Happy to see this, but I will say, I used to love Real Techniques so much, and I feel like they've just really gone down in quality. I don't know why. It makes me heartbroken to tell you that. But yeah, it's not been the same quality it used to be. JCat Beauty, 50% off. That's going to be some really inexpensive products because JCat is already one of the most affordable brands. Do you all have any JCat favorites? I have not tried too much from this brand. Look at that. Will this still be $4 once the sale starts? Because then it'll be $2 for a palette. Yeah, leave a comment if you all have any favorites from this brand. Derma E, 50% off. Ooh, that brand did not work well for me. I know a lot of people love them. I know a lot of people love Derma E, but I think it's just that they use too many essential oils for my skin to love the brand. Probably not for sensitive skin. Again, some people love this brand and they're not that expensive. Let's take a look at the prices. Yeah, I mean, if this brand works for you, 50% off is a really good deal. Night cream for $12.50, that's amazing. Ulta Beauty hand wash. Oh, I might throw some of these in my cart. They work, you know, it's nothing special, but they work. I'm surprised to see this one, 50% off Lancome cleansers. That's a pretty good deal. Lancome doesn't run a lot of sales because what they do instead is a lot of gifts with purchases. But yeah, this will be good prices. If you know somebody who really loves Lancome, this might be a good time to buy for them. And then we're in the 40% off section here. 40% off It Cosmetics, again a brand that is often in the 21 Days of Beauty. So maybe don't do all of your stocking up here. Again though, it's everything. It is everything. I actually really liked the new Bye Bye collection. Which one did they? I got one of these in PR. I think it was the salicylic acid one. Yeah, I actually really liked that. Whereas the Confidence in a Cream collection, it's not my absolute favorite. I think it's fine though. I think it's fine. Oh, I cannot help you all at all with Curlsmith. Not at all, but feel free to comment if you have thoughts on that one. Juvia's Place, 40% off lip and eye palette. So this is what I was talking about. This brand is, in my opinion, better than ColourPop. Really, really intense pigment. Ooh, do you all think these prices will stick around? We might get some real good deals. I got this one, the Nubian Earth eyeshadow palette. I got that for $6 recently. Hemp's 40% off. I used to really like their body lotion. I did. Now I've moved on and I'm very much a broken record, but now I love the Kopari body cream. Relationship ended with Hemp's. Loves Kopari body cream. Lange. I feel like I've only seen this brand in passing, but there's a lot of options here. Anyone tried anything from this brand? It's perplexing to me when I see these brands pop up as a diamond shopper at Ulta that I just haven't heard much of. Chi. So Chi is a brand I own some flat irons from. Did their prices go up? I feel like their prices jumped a lot. Am I wrong? Maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, part of the 40% off deal, if you're interested. Kylie Cosmetics, you can find better brands than Kylie, in my personal opinion. I don't know why I sang that one for you. I'm not anti-celebrity brands, Kylie's brand's just not, it's not the best out there. Eva NYC, 40% off. How much is that dryer? That's a good, a brand that has good prices. So, I wonder if that's a good one. I kind of do. It's not that I don't have a hair dryer, I do, but I feel like it's getting to the end of its life. Do you know what I mean? Like, dryers definitely have a lifespan. And I'm personally not interested in the Dyson. I know, believe me, I know. But I'm not, because I just feel like I don't love hair tools enough to justify that expensive of a cost. Maybe that new one, what's it called, the Shark or something? Maybe. Sally Hansen, 40% off nail. I'm not that good at painting my nails, but I know a lot of people like this brand. Again, 40% off Kylie Skin. I would skip it. 40% off Wella. Wow, this sale, it feels like it's half hair stuff so far. That could just be my perspective. You know how once you get a car from a certain brand, suddenly you notice just how many other cars on the road are that brand. I think it's that same principle. Anyway, 40% off Ardell holiday kits. I'm pretty tempted. I've gotten back into lashes. Look at all that. You know, Ardell's a good brand. I feel like I've tried some of these very expensive fake lashes, and I really feel like the drugstore ones are pretty much just as good. I really feel that. Makeup Revolution, 40% off. Kind of over that brand, to be honest. They have some okay formulas, but Juvia's Place is better if you're looking for more affordable eyeshadow palettes. Allure will also be 40% off. The Ardell's gonna give you more lashes though. I did kind of fall in love with the luxe version here for a while when I was doing, I go through phases with lashes. For a while I was doing super heavy lashes, and wow, are these super heavy. They really are. It's fun though, and you know, that's the thing with makeup. You take it all off at the end of the day. Florence by Mills, 40% off holiday kits. You can tell her target audience is teenagers, and you know, as such, it's cute. It's cute products, but I wish she didn't use so many essential oils, because I just feel like, do you want to play the essential oil game with, you know, very young skin? At least wait till you're an adult to figure out if essential oils are for you or not. Just because kids are so mean, if you have a reaction, you know what I'm saying? I would say go with her makeup over her skincare. I think I will say that. I actually liked her makeup products. I think they're surprisingly underrated, actually. Kiss, 40% off holiday lashes. 40% off Juice Beauty kits if you love the brand. Probably a nice time to buy it because there are some sets included here, which are, I believe, value sets. But as a whole, if you haven't tried the brand, I don't honestly think you're missing anything. And then look at this, y'all. We actually have some really good fragrance deals. I can't believe it. 40% off Armani and 40% off Yves Saint Laurent. That's a good mixture of masculine and feminine fragrances there. Let's check out the YSL options. This is heavier on the guys' colognes. I do like Mon Paris though. I don't know if I'll buy a full bottle. I have one of the little minis of that. Okay, now we're in the 30% off section, so we're probably going to go through this a little bit more quickly because 30% off is not as appealing to me personally as 50% off. Pureology, see, Pureology is one of those brands that some people are absolutely loyalist to. I'm not personally, but some people are. 30% off The Body Shop. The Body Shop is also an MLM, so I don't like to buy from them. Bioionic, this brand is kind of expensive on Ulta and on Sephora. They're not that expensive at, what is it? I think they're at Costco, right? 30% off CoverGirl. I want to like CoverGirl more than I do. It's nice that they went cruelty-free, but their products just, they haven't really wowed me. They haven't wowed me. Pattern, I don't know. This brand looks really cute, but I haven't tried anything from them. Kopari, 30% off. You know I love Kopari. I just raved about this brand. You know what? I've tried a ton from Kopari. Let's go through everything. Moisture Whipped Ceramide Cream. Absolutely love it. Tripeptide Lip Cloud. Kind of more of a traditional lip oil. I liked it, but I don't like lip oils typically, so it's not an absolute favorite. Lychee Clean Vitamin C Foaming Face Cleanser. Super fun. It's that type of cleanser that poofs out as a foam. I don't know if I described it that well. Instead of foaming up on your face, it starts as foam and then gets less foamy. I absolutely love that one. These, my favorite body creams. Hard pass on the deodorants. I need aluminum personally. KP Body Bumps. This is an excellent body scrub. Excellent. I like it more than First Aid Beauty's personally. The Hydrating Vitamin C Shower Oil, I like that one. I do like that one. The Exfoliating Crush Scrub, this is great, but it does leave your skin feeling pretty oily, so you have to know that. You might not like the feel that it leaves behind, but I do. Sunshield Body Glow Gel SPF 50, this is great if you like chemical sunscreens. It is gorgeous. It applies like an oil. And my favorites, the Coconut Lip Glossy. Do we have the sets? I might have to grab these Paradise House lip kits. I might have to grab another one of those. I'm getting kind of low. The Lip Glossy doesn't feel occlusive. It feels emollient. It's more lightweight. So if you like lightweight, you will probably enjoy that. 30% off Pacifica. Can we get better deals on Pacifica? I feel like we can. Overall, it's a cute brand that I wish I loved more from, but my gripe with Pacifica is that they discontinue products all the time. So don't ever fall in love with the Pacifica product. Kristen S. Hair. I've heard a lot about this brand, but haven't tried a lot personally. 30% off Milani Lip. You know, I liked their lip products, but they've kind of reformulated and added new products, and I just haven't tried the new ones. Soap & Glory, 30% off. That's a nice brand. Soap & Glory is a nice brand. Strongly scented. Babyliss Pro. Also have not tried too much of. I want these Wet n Wild Peanuts products. They look so cute. This is one of the few brilliant collabs, if you ask me, because yes, I absolutely think of Peanuts every holiday season. This is a perfect holiday release. Winky Lux, 30% off lip. They're all right. Undone Beauty. I do like Undone Beauty. I feel like I was really late to the party on this one. And by the way, I think 30% off is a pretty standard deal on this brand. There's a bronzer that I really like from them, and I didn't expect it. The Light Coverage Glow Tint is actually quite nice. Yeah, this one right here. This is actually a really nice bronzer. It's huge. Dermaflash, I'm going to tell you all hard pass on this right here. I was able to score one of these for a very good deal in a free gift Friday, and I still hate it. I guess it's maybe worth what I paid, but I just do not think it's worth. What does this retail for? 100? Yeah, it retails for 100. It's just too expensive in my opinion for what it is. It vibrates. It's a vibrating spatula. You don't need the vibrations in it. If you need a spatula, which you really shouldn't even use, BHA exists as an ingredient. I would say pass. I guess they also are known for the peach fuzz removals, but again, I don't know if it needs to vibrate. You can just use a razor. I like the Versed Dermaplane system. I think it works. It's not too expensive. 30% off number 7. You know, I like number 7, but their prices are too high. When we've got brands like Bubble, Geek and Gorgeous, I actually meant Good Molecules. We'll go with Geek and Gorgeous too. Then you look at, 35 for a night cream, 30 for a serum. It's expensive. A Colgate teeth whitening set. I always forget that Ulta actually does carry those. Okay, so then we've got a whole bunch of 25% off. We're gonna go through even more quickly because this video is probably getting long. T3. T3 is very pretty. Their tools are very pretty, but I feel like you are paying for them to look pretty. It's not that they're more functional. That's just my opinion. It's just my opinion. Essence, 25% off. I think you either love or hate Essence mascaras and lip glosses at this point. You either love or hate them. Wet Brush, you can do better deals than 25% off Wet Brush. We just had 50% off in the Gorgeous Hair event. Earth Therapeutics, would love to see a better deal than 25% off. I think we usually do in these sales. Maybe for Cyber Monday. Exuviance, 25% off. Nope. Wait for 21 Days of Beauty or Love Your Skin. Elemis, 25% off. Nope. Wait for Elemis deals. Elemis Direct does a lot of great gifts with purchases. Definitely wait for those. Bliss, have not tried much. I am kind of tempted by this one. Nemat, I don't know how to say this. 25% off, but they're not expensive. They look so cute. I know Joss Jane talked about these on her channel, or at least one of them. I need to go back and see what she said. Fur, 20% off. Maylis Cosmetics. I hate the names of these products. Be tight, be thick, be flat. Oh, I hate it. I hate it. Tell you what, I'm going to be slick and avoid that brand. Anyway, we are finally into the actual Black Friday event. Tuesday, November 22nd, 12:01 a.m. Central Time, in store at 10 a.m. Let's see what we got. Select mascara favorites, $12. This deal is back. Let's sort by high to low because we're petty like that. I want to see what we can get the best deal on here. So, ooh, Estee Lauder mascaras. Those are some of my mom's favorites. Why is Too Faced selling a $29 mascara? That seems unreasonably high for them, doesn't it? I liked that one, but it's a gigantic brush. Smashbox Superfan, that's a nice one. Ooh, for those of you that love the Benefit ones. I didn't like Magnet, though. I did not like Magnet. Roller Lash is nice, and regular, they're real. Still never tried this Stila one. I wish Blink was carried at Ulta. I've fallen back in love with their tubing mascaras. Are any of these tubing? Do any of you know? All right, let's go back and look at the lipsticks because, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm just so excited that Ulta got Fenty because we now have $10 Fenty lip glosses. Oh, this Smashbox Always On. This is such a good formula. It's actually comfortable, but they dry out. They dry out and it just breaks my heart. Stila, that's a better price. That's a better price than 21 Days of Beauty. Here's the Fenty. A Gloss Bomb, $10. $10 in the sale. That's amazing. That's the benefit of brands coming to Ulta that were previously Sephora only. Okay, next up is makeup must-haves for 50% off here. So this will just be a standard 50% off. I do like this Cali Contour. I have not thought about that in ages, but that's actually a really nice contour palette. Oh, hard pass on the KVD Good Apple. It never sets. It never sets. It's beautiful for photos, but it never sets, which makes it extremely impractical for, wearing to work, daily life kind of circumstances. We have some Urban Decay in here, Naked Heat, Naked Reloaded, and Naked Wild West. And then Beauty Blender is now 50% off. Did you all see that Urban Decay brought back the Cyber Palette for the holidays? I can't figure out why they did that. What a random choice. MAC will be 30% off, but I was thinking about how a couple years ago, MAC had such a good Black Friday sale. You might want to keep an eye out for that. I didn't like it as much last year, but 2 years ago, it was really, really good. So if you love MAC, at least check their website on Black Friday itself. They do better than 30% off. It's just that it's a varying selection. It's kind of whatever they feel like discounting. Tarte and Tarte Sugar Rush, 50% off full-size foundations. I used to absolutely love Tarte foundations. I still think they're pretty solid. It's sort of like you can feel in using Tarte's foundations that they are actually geared more for an older audience, or at least they originally were. They kind of, you know, once Shape Tape became really popular, they started to be a younger geared brand as well. But yeah, some of the classics, this one right here, this is a really nice tinted moisturizer in the way it sits on your skin. The Maracuja, actually surprisingly nice. Anastasia Beverly Hills, 30% off. Now you can do better. 21 Days of Beauty. Clinique, $10 off foundation and concealer. 21 Days of Beauty. You can do better on Clinique for sure. That's kind of odd. Why only $10 off? Clinique is usually really good at sales, but again, I might be thinking of Clinique Direct more so. 30% off cleansers, clarifying lotions, and makeup removers. I do still like the old Clinique Take the Day Off. I do. I think it's a well done cleansing balm. 50% off beauty finds, so let's take a look at this selection. These are cute, $15 for these. Let's see what's inside this. Yeah, so this is going to be your high-end option. So today we will have the drugstore set, and then the 22nd, this one. Yeah, this looks cute. And then one that is geared towards men here, but definitely not exclusively for men. ABH, 50% off Liquid Glow, 50% off Jaclyn Cosmetics eyeshadow palettes. I finally really understand the Jaclyn thing. I don't really keep up with internet drama. I don't, but I did happen to catch the latest with the small business, and ooh, that's just not very nice. It's just not very nice. 40% off the original makeup eraser. You can find better deals on makeup eraser though. They often show up on, I think it's Good Morning America deals, and they'll do kind of more like 60% off type of deals. Also, I've seen those at TJ Maxx. Drybar Liquid Glass. I have not tried that collection from Drybar. 30% off Minted. I do love Minted's lip products, but they're also notoriously in the 50% off deals. 21 Days of Beauty. Nude Sticks, $15 for select lip. I have not tried much from Nude Sticks. Perricone MD, 40% off. I like the Perricone MD brand, but I feel like it's a brand you should get at 50% off or better deals. Strivectin, 30% off. Definitely one we see in the 21 Days of Beauty. And then finally, Clinique, 30% off. Absolutely Happy fragrance set. And my friends, that brings us to the end of the Ulta Black Friday preview. We'll see if they add more. We'll see if they add some gifts with purchase. I don't know. It's actually pretty different from last year. But I hope this video was helpful. As always, let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you agree with or disagree with. Let me know what you're grabbing in this sale. If you found today's video helpful, please make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Happy shopping, and I will see you all next time.